Hey everybody, Aaron here from Comic Booked. Finally got the setup fairly finished. This side over here is a little lopsided because I'm still working on some supports on that side, but it looks pretty cool with all the pops in the background, I hope. I still want to do something here with the kitchen window and kind of block that, but eventually we'll have it all prettied up. But wanted to talk to you today about new comics that just came out Wednesday, January the 11th, 2023. This will be our second new Comic Wednesday. So just go through some of the books that I was able to pick up this week. I don't buy them all, obviously. That would be crazy. There's always so many books. I mean, 40, 50, 60 new books every week at $4 to $9 a pop. Yeah, definitely can't do that. But I did get a few, so we'll go through those and I'll kind of talk about the ones that I am very excited about, the ones that I picked up because they look cool, the ones that I know nothing about, but I still picked up. I do that. So, hey, one that I really, really liked, and I read it as soon as I got it, is Black Cloak. It's a new book from Image that just came out, Black Cloak #1. And it's written by Kelly Thompson, Meredith McLaren, and Becca Carey all worked on this book. The artwork's really neat. Very simplistic, simple lines, colors. It's a neat murder mystery story, kind of a fantasy world, but taken more of a class warfare kind of perspective. So you have the highborn elves, you have everybody else. So Black Cloak is the name they give to the detectives in this world. And so Phaedra and Pax are two black cloaks who are working this case they just got, which is a murder case. And the murder, and I'll just kind of go through the first issue with you, tell you what happened. The murder is of a highborn elf, and all of the mystery surrounding that. It's really cool. There's a lot about Phaedra's background that comes out in this first issue. The first issue is double sized. It is only $4.99 for like double the normal comic size. So, very good book. I heard that the first cover and cover A sold out at the distributor. So if you're able to get a copy of this, definitely pick it up. It's really cool. Haven't heard anything about optioning yet, but it's that kind of a story where I feel like it could end up being optioned. So definitely worth picking up. And I'm going to put that on my pull list because I want to see how the rest of the story goes. Because they everything that happens, you've got some interaction with her family, some distance because of some things that happened. I won't spoil all of that for that first issue, but the ending of this first book is pretty good. There were some cool variant covers. I picked up a couple of them. This was a neat one. That's Phaedra there. A little different artwork than you see in the book, but a neat cover. And then I really liked that I was able to pick this up. These are the mermaids. And they play heavily into kind of what happened in the first issue. So yeah, very cool. Black Cloak by Kelly Thompson, and it's just a really neat book from Image. So definitely check that one out. Of course, Bad Idea had The Ends, and I guess because they justify the means. In The Ends #1, I haven't read this yet, but this is one that I was able to pick up. And I did actually prepay for all of this Bad Idea Phase 2, so I will have all of those books when they come out. I haven't heard much about the future of that. I still haven't read Burning Man, which was the one from last week that had, if you had the sticker, you get to send it in and get something special. And I do have a sticker, so I'm going to do that. Um, I picked up The Avengers War Across Time #1, and this is Paul Levitz writing an Avenger story, and it looks interesting. It looks like I don't know if it's a reprint or if it's an original story or what's going on exactly, but there's some interesting artwork in there, kind of different, and it definitely has an old schooly type vibe to it. So something interesting. I know there's some stuff going on with Avengers. I haven't caught up on all that yet, but that looks good. I did pick up Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures #2. Multiple first appearances in this issue. So this is the war with the Dank Grax. but there are multiple first appearances, and with Star Wars stuff, you always want to pick up stuff with first appearances just to have a copy. I went back and as I was going through the things that I had for Deadly Crisis, or I'm sorry, Deadly Crisis, Dark Crisis, Deadly Crisis. That'll be the next one. For Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, the DC event, which I'm covering in individual episodes. I had to go back and pick up Dark Crisis, The Deadly Green, #1. I realized I missed that. And when I went back through the reading list, this is not included in the reading list. As well as The Dark Army is another one that's not included. And there's a few other books that it was very strange. And the same thing happened with Judgment Day on the other side, the Avengers, X-Men, Eternals books. Judgment Day Omega is the last one in the reading series. This one just came out. But I found that I had a few others that I'd missed. I did not. I did pick up a second variant cover for the other variant cover for Judgment Day Omega. It was just cool looking. And then I had to go back and get issue 3, which I had not had. So I actually had quite a few gaps in the stuff. But I picked up the Scotty Young cover for issue 3. I like that with yeah, whatever. Oopsie, that was cute. Anyway, so that was that. I'll be doing all of that Judgment Day in a separate series once I finish Dark Crisis. So I have, I think, 3 more episodes of the Dark Crisis series. If you guys want to see what's going on with that, I'll be wrapping that up here in the next couple weeks. Get that done, and then we can get ready for whatever DC is planning for this year. So it'll be another big event kicking off in a couple months. Star Wars High Republic #4. I'm still 1 issue behind on this, but this is a pretty interesting story. Another mystery going on. So we'll see what happens there. Specs #3. This was a cool looking series. I still haven't read it, but this looks good. Specs 3 was out this week from Boom. I'm a couple issues behind on my reading on Grimm, but this has been an excellent story so far. Girl who's a Grim Reaper, and she works for the actual Grim Reaper guy. And the story has just had so many twists and turns. It's very, very uh, um, comparable to Something is Killing the Children as far as the story and the action and everything. It being fast paced and really good. So I did get the next issue of The Flash. 1 Minute War begins here in 790. So if you're interested, if you like The Flash, this is a new story arc that's starting up. Daredevil #7. I'm still behind on this current series. I do have to go back and read this, but it looks interesting. I always like Daredevil. Danger Street issue 2 came out this week. Danger Street #1 was pretty good. So I have to catch up on #2 and see what's going on. So, All Against All #2 from Image came out this week as well. Always has some cool covers. I was able to pick up the first issue variant, second printing with Spawn on the front, so that was kind of neat. And then I picked up the first issue of DC Universe Lazarus Planet Alpha. It's a one-shot, but the Lazarus Planet, it's supposed to, I guess it's linked to the Lazarus pits on Earth, and yeah, so I don't know. And then I went back from a week or so ago and picked up Joe Fixit #1. The Joe Fixit character was always a cool character with the Hulk. The not necessarily the smartest version of the Hulk, but definitely a version of the Hulk that was a lot more shrewd as far as the way he did things. So, pretty cool character. But yeah, that was it for books for Wednesday, January the 11th. If you got some books I didn't pick up, let me know. Comment in the comments. Comment in the comments, or comment wherever you want to comment. But in the comments is preferable because then at least I can read them and respond to them. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for some other stuff this week. I will have some Magic the Gathering box opening. I've got a box of Collector's Boosters of Dominaria Remastered and a box of regular Draft Boosters of Dominaria Remastered. I have a couple of bricks of HeroClix, so we're going to do some HeroClix unboxings with Batman Team Up here, Batman Team Up, and a brick of Avengers Forever. So both of those I will be doing unboxings on over this weekend. So I'll be posting some stuff. Be on the lookout. Like, share, subscribe. Please leave me some comments. Let your friends know how great this show is. It's so wonderful, right? Yeah. So thank you for watching and have a good day.